drop a like if you like money.
I like money!
In today's video, we're going to be going over everything that is coming out in this weekend's update. It is huge, there are so many things coming, and I'm going to be preparing you so you can get ready and be prepared. Saturday's update is going to be absolutely huge. There are multiple things coming in this update, so make sure you stay till the end of the video because I'm going to be going over everything. But first up, we have loot bags coming next update, confirmed by Big Games on Twitter. Now, we kind of know this already, that loot bags will randomly spawn while playing. They can contain coins, diamonds, and even boosts. But the new thing here is some loot bags have insane rewards. And here is a picture of one of those bags. Now we do have a moving image of this, so let me pull that up. Actually, I just pulled that down. Anyway, this is the bag. This is what it looks like. This is how it glistens. So these loot bags will spawn throughout the server and just land bang in front of you, and you'll be able to pick them up. I imagine this will stop people from AFK farming and just get people actually playing the game instead of grinding a big chest all of the time. Now, I'm not sure if we're actually getting a big chest, but as soon as I hear any info on a brand new chest, I will post a video. Now, before we move on to the biggest part of the update, which is coming this Saturday, I'm just going to quickly check my dog matter. No, none of those guys are ready. Anyway, there is a huge problem at the moment in the Pet Simulator X community, and I'm afraid it's scams and it's on Discord. So if you get a DM, a message directly from someone saying congratulations, you were selected as the winner of the Halloween's event. I mean, first of all, this dude can't even spell Halloween, but join this server to claim your rewards. This is a scam. You're not going to get a huge cat or a Halloween pumpkin cat or even a huge Pegasus or whatever it says. These are just fake. If somebody sends you a DM with a link and you don't know who they are, in fact, even if you do know who they are, be wary of the link and don't click it. Now, Preston has acknowledged this problem, and he says on Twitter, man, these scams are out of control and Discord won't do anything about it. They won't even verify us either. Seeing it on Twitter too now. So everybody be aware, these links can be harmful to your device and they can take over your ROBLOX account or worse. So avoid any competition DMs from anyone pretending to be me, Russo, or Preston, or any other YouTuber that you may know. Anyway, apart from loot bags, also coming this update is the bank. Now, we've gone over it before, but now we have all the details and all the information, plus some insight from Preston as to how it's going to work. So, first of all, you're going to be able to store your most valuable pets and diamonds. You're also going to be able to share your bank with friends, cross-server, and earn interest every day on diamonds. Now, I'm going to go through this step by step and explain what you need to do to get ready and how it's all going to work. So first up, with the tweet, we have this image of the bank. Now, ignoring the GUI, ignoring the interface for now, look in the background, you can see the bank. In fact, let's zoom in. So the bank has what looks like a $sign, very similar to the shop, and also in the bottom right hand corner you can see the bank sign. We've also seen that before, but there is also a green canopy outside of the bank, and it looks like it's multi-storied, 2 floors maybe, very similar to the shop which has a red canopy, but this bank has a green canopy. Now, the main question I've got is, where are they going to put this building? If it is indeed the same size as a shop, which it does look like in the pictures, then where is it going to go? There isn't any space over here. You can't really plonk it over here because you have the merchant trader spawning. There's leaderboards there. There's nowhere here for it because all of the eggs there. And then you've got the gold machine next to the original shop, and there's just no space for another giant bank building unless they move things around drastically and totally change the map. I mean, over here we've got the VIP area. It is possible that they could cut out another chunk and maybe put the bank in somewhere along these buildings here. I would think that it would be available from the start of the game to all level players, so it has to be in Spawn World. I guess the other option is it could be in Fantasy World, and you need to be at least at that level to be able to access it. A brand new player who would not be able to use the bank anyway because they are brand new would probably have to work their way up to Fantasy World, and at that point they've got enough gems and pets to start storing in a bank. Now, even over here, where would it go? Who knows? There is, of course, the opportunity to put it into a Tech World, and that would mean you need to be a much higher level player and have a ton of pets by then and gems to put it in. But there is actually not very much in Tech World. In fact, you can't even use the shop here. The only machine of worthy note is the dark matter machine, which we've already been to in today's video. So one of the main advantages of the bank is to store your pets. When your inventory gets full of all of these random old pets that I've got behind me, not including the huge cats of course, but when it gets full you will be able to store your pets. Now Doge Style YT asks, will you be able to put in exclusives? And the big games have responded with any pets. We'll be able to store any pets inside of the bank. Dave Cool Guy asks, how many pets can the bank fit? And Preston responds with, how many slots do you need? I actually think we will have infinite slots, although there is a tiered banking system which I'm going to talk about later on in this video. Now you will be able to share your bank, and just to clarify, Big Game says you can invite anyone to your bank, not just friends. So as long as you've got their username, you can tap that in. Friends are not automatically invited either. And most importantly, for reasons I'm going to explain later on in this video, you will always be able to uninvite anyone too. And you may want to uninvite some people in particular. So what does this all mean? What is this sharing about? Well, 1MO says, so that means I can let a friend of mine borrow my pets? That's amazing. And Preston says, sure, you can literally share a cross-server inventory with them. So instead of all those scammers coming up to you saying, please can I have pet? What you can do is, if you trust them, of course, you can invite them to your bank and they can borrow your pets. And that is actually amazing, and this will work across all servers. You don't even need to be on the same server as your friend or the scammer. Speaking of scammers and friends, Maroides1 says the friends can take the pets, lol, and Preston has clarified here, you can invite anyone to the bank account, not just friends. If they have an invite, they can use the bank account with you, put pets in, take pets out, etc. Think of it like a clan inventory or something of that nature. Now, this is actually very interesting. You're going to need to trust the person you share your bank with, because Preston clearly says here they can also take pets out as well as putting pets in. So if you don't trust someone, do not give them access to your bank account, just like in the real world. Davix1 says, so this is a way you can also get scammed, or what if they decide to delete your pets or something? And Preston says, then don't invite them to your bank, lol. I mean, this is going to open up a whole new world of videos entitled, OMG, I gave my bank account to a scammer and he deleted all of my pets. In fact, let me write that down. I think that's going to be the title of my first video. I know what you're thinking, and so is Zaxar4ick Rep4ick. I think people will create a new dupe, and Preston says it's all stored on our servers, not ROBLOX's, so no issue there. And I think that is where David has come in and coded everything very similar to the auction house on my restaurant, which runs on their own servers, not ROBLOX's. Wow, drop that right in my way. That's better. Anyway, in this interface here for the bank, you may notice that the cats have 99 damage, and you may be thinking, is that to nerf the small low powered damage pets? Well, it's not, because Ligma here says, hey yo, what kind of cat is that? And Big Games or Preston replied, it's just a mock-up for the interface, so cats are not moving to 99 damage, even though that wouldn't have made much difference anyway. Actually, let's bring that image back, because the most important part of this update, in my opinion anyway, is the earn interest every day on diamonds. So let's talk about that before we talk about the rest of the stuff on the interface shown here. Now, Magic Animal Boy 1 has asked, what is the benefit of banks other than the shared inventory, which we spoke about earlier? And Preston says, tons of space, diamonds, because players are limited to 25 billion, and the most important part, interest on diamonds. Now, how is this all going to work? Well, KZ7Z says, how does the interest work? Is it like the dark matter machine where you have to wait a couple of days? And Preston has replied, you actually collect interest every day automatically just by logging in and opening the bank. So this is pretty cool. Whilst you're AFK or whilst you're not even playing, you can just put your diamonds into the bank and come back the next day and you've earned some interest. It's a good way of making extra gems if you can't AFK. TIERED2 asks, bank will have any type of limit? ? And Preston says, yeah, of course, but limits can be upgraded when you upgrade the bank account to the next tier. So similar to the traveling merchant where we have tier 1, 2 and 3, and also the pet collection machine, multiple tiers, you will be able to unlock bigger and better bank accounts. Now, whether that's doing stuff in game or for Robux, we don't know, but we all know
I like money.
And here we have some really detailed information on the tiers and the interests, because Amtrode308 asks, so if I have interest 2 billion diamonds, how many more will I get and how much time does it take? And Preston has responded with, it depends what tier bank you have. The highest tier is the diamond account and is set to a 1.1% interest rate. That would be 22 million diamonds every day on top of the 2 billion that you've already put in. That's pretty good actually. 1% a day, not many banks pay that anywhere in the world. So what have I been doing to get myself ready for the update? Well, I've been mining gems, of course, and I'm using these 2 chests and I'm putting 5 pets on each one. Let me find 5 of my pets. Where are they? Right down the bottom. Okay, so 5 royalty cats here. I'm going to equip those and put them onto the chest on the right, and I'm going to go ahead and equip another 5 royalty cats and put them on the chest on the left. Now, I've still got 10 spaces to fill, or 10 pets to equip, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to find some of my cats and I'm going to look for my magnet pet, which is here, a Hydra. So now I've got 6 pets, which I'm going to take over somewhere else. Now, luckily, I have got in the Candyland, where are we? There's the Candyland, or Candy Island. Didn't even realize that. I've been calling it Candyland all this time. Anyway, I'm going to use these pets with 1 magnet to collect gems from this present. Now, notice I teleported over to Candyland and I've not stopped my pets from mining in hell, which is great. So what I can do now is I can teleport back to hell. Yep, there we go. And just collect all these gems. But what I do is I hang out here, and this is where I collect my gems without any magnets, because I've only got 1 magnet pet. But I've got 4 left in my inventory, 4 pets that I can equip, and I'm going to use those and I'm going to equip them and put them on something else. Now, this chest is just nearby, so I'm just going to click that and just get a little bit of extra stuff going in. I mean, there's no gems in this spot. It would be useful, but hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. So this is what I've been doing, getting ready for the update, which is coming this Saturday. We also have this Stonks logo, which is very interesting. It looks like the typical stock market graph. And then also we have this chest icon, which is also brand new, and both of these were leaked by DjLcLc. Taking a closer look at the bank mock-up from Preston, you can see on the right we've got my banks, 4 of 5, and below that you can see that Preston has access to Aspinator's bank account. He made a big games game called a Big Paintball, by the way. Then he's also got access to LcLc01. I hear he's a good YouTuber. And then also below that there is another YouTuber. Not really heard of him, so if you know who he is, comment down below. So it looks like you can have access to a set amount of bank accounts, be it your friends or people that have invited you randomly. And then down the bottom there are some people that we have invited randomly, I can assume. And then here we have a settings cog. It will be interesting to see what's in there, and the deposit and withdraw button, along with our current bank balance of 35.3 billion gems. That is a lot of gems. And above that is where we are storing our pets in the bank, and we can see that we've got 1,251 pets in there. That's quite a lot of pets. Drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe with the bell notification if you're new.